Hello, I'm Freelander. Welcome to the Game Trove. Today we are taking a look at Army of Tactics and some strategies behind both the Frog Pikeman and the Bandit. This is from Ishitir. He wrote this a month and a half ago, and it has been very useful to me in making content. So it's a breakdown of all the units, just working our way through. Here is the Frog Pikeman. We're not focusing on it today because, frankly, I'm not good at using him. Um, his characteristics are 5 mana cost, um, takes up basically 6 tiles, wide, not long, um, not very much health at all, damage 50, which is pretty high, and then considering that there's 8 um, pikemen in the group. DPS or hit speed is 1.3, so pretty good. They target ground. They have fast movement speed, and yeah, very effective in some things. But low health means area of effect units can take them down real quick. So, frontal assault, defensive strategy, slow down enemy units. For the amount of mana, if they don't have AoE, it can be really good combined attacks. All right, Bandit, the main subject of today, is just your main DPS, especially early on, and 5 mana cost, 2 tiles wide, 240 health, so actually pretty good health for a damage dealer. 60 damage, 1 attack, so 60 damage per second, and that's times 2 because you have a 2 count. Range is pretty good, best other than javelin thrower so far. Movement speed relatively slow, so you want to place them usually where they're going to start attacking pretty fast, and they can attack air units. Powerful long range unit, high attack speed, versatile ground and air, limited movement speed, moderate health. Yeah, key points in the battlefield. I'll show you that. That you want to place them so that they'll take down enemy units that you really want them to take down. Yeah, definitely want to back them up with something ahead of them. I'll show you that, and anti-air defense for sure. All right, here we go. These are some pretty good. So I'm doing my normal strategy with this, and as you can see, I have my defensive line, which is too deep because of the way trees work. We'll get to trees later. And then I have a bunch of these guys behind. All right. So they break my front line there, but my front line comes back. Really worked out well against these lightning guys. So you can see how much damage they were outputting back there. All right, second one, and I actually did some clever stuff with this. Let's see. I think I let him win this one. Yep, let him win that one. Got him to spend more mana than me though, so that's always a plus. All right, so normal one again. Okay, basically the same thing happened as the first one. See how much damage these guys are doing. Well, they're concentrated on that right now, which isn't ideal when their damage is concentrated on other things. So that turned out, I mean, if he had had more mana involved, more troops involved in that one, it would have been better. Oh, this one is interesting. So let's go back. This one's very interesting. All right, so I put out a couple of bandits here. Because he put out that, I put out a couple of bandits. All right, that alone, these bandits could probably beat them, just because of damage and stuff. But I waited to drop a dragon till later. So this is kind of a something a cheap win you can do, because dragons have the most health out of any tank. So even at half health, they can still be a decent tank, uh, which is basically what they are. I mean, they don't have their bonus health at the end. So, and you can see these, those were the main damage dealers of that, and they just took them down pretty effectively. All right. So now I'm going to show Frog Pikeman a little bit. This just highlights the importance of Frog Pikeman here. Well, just the effectiveness they can have. So all this DPS that I have, and the Frog Pikemen just sweep right through. They definitely have more DPS, more staying power than archers for sure. Archers need tanks right in front of them. And Frog Pikemen need to not be going against area effect damage. Basically, area effect damage just mows them down. I tried to shoot some videos, honestly, and they just didn't go well. So I was like, well, I'll show them in a different video that I was facing them, where they can be effective. See, the archers are just providing constant damage. Blick is doing the heavy lifting with that. I think this next one is interesting as far as archers go. This is just against an AI, by the way. Real player would probably have made different decisions. Oh yes, it is against an AI because they're using one of the level 8 or island 8 tanks. They're just consistent. Archers are just really consistent at dishing out the damage. And then again, one like this. This actually highlights the archers a little bit more. I decided to go for another tank instead. Right there. So the archers are just, again, consistently dealing damage. They don't help too terribly much in this case because Blick just has that much raw power when dealing with tanks. But you can see how they were consistently beating up the opponents there. Okay, so that is Archer. That's all the time I have for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Freelander.